there's only two things that are really failures: giving up and not trying. These are the two things that are considered failing. But if you tried something and it didn't work, you didn't fail. You gained experience. You gained a lesson. You gained knowledge. You gained information on what to do the next time if you want to try it again. But like I said, the truest failure is giving up or not trying. So if you try something and it fails, and then you give up, then you actually failed. But if you try something and you get back up, you get the knowledge from that failure, you learn from that failure, and then you apply that knowledge to the next time you try. But there's some things you'll try that you'll give up or you'll stop trying because when you failed, you learned something that made you see that it's not a good idea to try that again. So, like, an example I could think of where I am trying again is my business. So, like, in 2017, I started my herbal company. I was selling Kratom, and I was getting ready to start selling Motherwort and Blue Lotus and Wild Daga and all this other stuff. But Kratom company, like, credit card companies stopped working with Kratom companies, and I basically had no credit card vendors or whatever, so I was only doing local sales, and the local sales wasn't enough to keep the business up and running, so then I had to shut the business down, and here I am years later, finally, like, I'm still not there, but I'm getting close to being able to relaunch the business. I'm buying inventory, I'm buying packaging, I'm buying stickers, I'm getting this, I'm getting that, and, like, I'm slow at it, right? It's happening really slow, but it's happening. So, to me, it's not a failure because I'm still trying. Like, when I failed, I knew that I would try it again. But other people look at me like, haha, see, the business didn't work. See, we told you not even to try it, man. We told you to, like, whatever. And it's like, those are the real failures. The people that were trying to convince me to not relaunch my business, to not try again, the people that tried to convince me to not even start the business in the first place. Like, they tried to convince me that it's a bad idea, this and this could go wrong. You could spend your money on the products and then you're not going to make the money back, and then you're fucked because you're spending money you don't have. Like, trying to convince me, give me reasons why not to do it, because they are actually, I don't want to call somebody a failure, but I'm just saying the only true failure is the one that never tried at all. So if you had the idea where you wanted to start a business, but you never started the business, that is more of a failure than the man that said he wanted to start the business. He did start the business and it failed. Like, it stopped, like, it wasn't making money, it wasn't working, so then he had to shut the business down. The person who had to shut the business down is more of a success than the person who's never started a business. But the people who never started a business will always have something to say to the people that started a business but maybe it didn't work the way they thought it was going to work. Or, like, when you try something new and everyone around you talks shit about you trying something new, so then they're like, oh, don't try that, it's stupid, it's stupid, it's stupid, because they wouldn't try that. But, like, a great example is cryptocurrency, right? People will say Bitcoin is stupid, don't invest in Bitcoin, don't invest in Bitcoin. But once again, they're trying to tell me based off of their fears. This is why I say the only true failure is not trying, because not trying means you allowed your fears to control your actions. And, like, yeah, I might have lost money with Bitcoin or NFTs or all this other shit, but I learned something. And I know something that the people that have never done that don't know. Like, I know something about crypto, that I cannot explain to the people that have never used crypto, because they'll never understand until they've actually used it. The same exact thing where it's, if I try to tell you about business, you will never truly understand business until you run a business. You will never truly understand how to make music until you try to make music. You will never truly understand parenting until you actually do parenting. There's some, like, I could tell you all of my psychedelic experiences, but you will never truly understand them until you do psychedelics yourself. Like, there's some things that we can't convey through words. So, like, I can't convey the certain things where it's like, I learned certain lessons from starting a business and failing. I learned more from my business failing than I would have learned if my business was still pulling in income. Like, because I learned something, I now can do it better when it started. Because I learned something with the whole NFT things, I now know I'm not going to bother with the NFTs, but I am going to continue with the cryptocurrency, or like learning about crypto and Bitcoin and Ethereum and all this other shit, and maybe eventually get into NFTs or whatever. But I'm someone who spent $5 on an NFT and made $795 from it because I sold it for $800. And then that person sold it for like $1,200 or something, whatever. But what I'm saying is, I seen there was some potential there, whatever. It fell apart and went to shit because everyone went greedy as fuck with their money, and the end of it just got greedy and it fell apart. But that's great. Just like my business falling apart was great. Because imagine if I didn't do any of this stuff. Imagine if I was too scared to try any of it. I wouldn't, like, imagine if I was too scared to try Bitcoin or Ethereum or NFTs or business or music or YouTube or parenting or DJing or everything I do. Imagine if I was too scared to try to get the girl. Imagine if I was too scared to whatever. Like, people will allow fear to control their entire life, and that is a failure. If you really like that girl, but you're so scared that you don't even that you don't try to talk to that girl, like, you could message her on Instagram, Facebook, fucking, like, phone numbers. I don't know. You don't have to necessarily walk up to the girl and be like, hey, I like you. But what I'm saying is, you are a failure if you didn't even try. That is something you wanted, but you never even tried because you were scared you were just going to fail. So you allowed your thoughts to project into reality. So if, like, you're thinking, well, I'm going to fail, that's why you didn't even try, because you thought you were going to fail, and you probably would have failed because you thought that and created that. Like, have more confidence in yourself. When you have an idea, just do it. It doesn't matter if it fails. It really doesn't. Who gives a fuck? Like, you know how many of my personal friends on the internet, people on the internet, strangers on the internet, everybody made fun of me when NFTs started crashing down, right? But I didn't make fun of them, but I wanted to, because I wanted to say, well, at least I tried something new. Most people are so scared to try something new that they're doing the same shit over and over and over again and expecting different results. Literal insanity. So, like, it's okay to try something new, and it failed. That's great. So let's go on to something different. Because why not try things? Like, 2017, I tried starting a business. In 2015, I've never even thought about opening a business ever in my entire life. 2 years ago, I started DJing, right? So, like, I got my DJ thing. But 3 years ago, DJing never crossed my mind ever. I never thought about being a DJ. Ever. I never thought about touching a DJ turntable. Ever. Never crossed my mind. Not once. And I've been making music for a long time, but it never crossed my mind to ever want to DJ. So 2 years ago when I started DJing randomly, I just tried it. Like, I try new things that I want to try. I don't allow the fear to prevent me from looking stupid. I don't allow the fear to, like, yeah, I might try something and I might look stupid for trying it if it doesn't work, but I'll never look stupid because I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. I'm just trying things. Imagine if I cared what other people thought about me and I never tried DJing because I was scared that, like, oh, I'm not gonna be good. I've never touched a DJ control. I don't know how to DJ. I don't know how to, like, imagine if I thought like that. Imagine if I thought like I might as well not even try to start the business because it might not even work and it might not even. But, like, imagine if I thought like that. Imagine if I thought I might as well not even try to get in shape. Doing these, I can't even do 10 push-ups. I might as well not even try. Like, imagine, bro. Like, I'm like last week I did 500 push-ups in 3 hours. But 6 years ago I couldn't even do 10 push-ups in a row. Like, the only reason I'm able to do the push-ups I could do today is because I kept trying. I never gave up. That is the key to succeeding at anything and everything. You keep pushing, you keep growing, you keep trying. Like, that's it. I seen it with the way that I'm in shape now. And I'm like, okay, because I kept trying. I kept working on it. I kept working on it. And I kept working on it until the results came. The same thing with my spiritual journey. I kept working on it. The shamanic journey, the meditations, the this, the that, until my mind was healed. Working on my mental health over and over until results came, and now I'm mentally healed. What I'm saying is, people will give up. That's why they're not mentally healed. People will give up. That's why they're not in shape. They will work out for 6 months and see no results, and then they'll stop working out. They will start working on their mind for a year, and then there's no results, so then they stop working on their mind. They stop doing the meditations. They stop doing these practices or these different techniques that can give them a different reality. Like, if you're not going to get anything different doing the same thing over and over and over again. So this is why you need self-awareness, because I had enough self-awareness to understand I'm not going to get the results if I try to do the NFTs again and again and again, because if it didn't work, if it worked once, that's great, and if it doesn't work, and then it doesn't work, and then it doesn't work, why, like, you have to have enough common sense. So I'm like, okay, maybe I won't do that. I'll focus on this. I'll do the DJing. I'll do the business. I'll do the this. I'll do the that. I'm going to start working on beats so I can start selling beats. But, like, these are things that I'm like, well, I'm just gonna try these things, right? Like, I've already sold a few beats, so if I put more time into making beats to sell, then I know I can sell another beat. If I put, like, more time and effort and I relaunch my business one more time, shit, if I relaunch my business one more time and it fails again, I'm still gonna try it again. Like, I'll try it a third time and a fourth time and a fifth time until it works. But I would not do that with NFTs because I have enough self-awareness of who I actually am and the life that I actually want to live, the things that I want to do, the things that I'm good at, the things that I can get good at. Like, I understand myself. So I understood 2 years ago I can work on DJing. I've never touched a DJ controller in my life, but I knew, because I know myself, I know I can learn it if I just work on it. Even though I've never touched a DJ turntable ever, I knew that I could learn it. Like, as soon as I tried, and I was like, yeah, I could learn this, whatever. But I don't get that same thing with the NFTs that I get with crypto in general, because a lot of people that have never used crypto don't understand crypto. A lot of people, like, I didn't understand a DJ turntable. Like, I know you know what a DJ turntable is, but do you truly understand it? Probably not, because you've never used it. Like, you've never actually DJ'd. So people who don't DJ, they only see. They don't really understand because they've never done it. They've never used it. They've never actually blended two songs together, actually cut out the instruments of one song and used the kick and drum of another song, and, like, they've never done that. So they don't understand. But it's the same thing with crypto. The only reason I'm still gonna, like, I'm not really focused on crypto. I just know that when I start saving money again, because right now I'm just saving money to relaunch my business, but after the business is up and running and I don't have to save money for inventory and shit, I want to start saving money in things like Bitcoin and crypto or whatever, but people don't understand it. So, like, if you don't understand it, you should never put your money in something you don't understand. You should never be doing things you don't understand. Like, I understood why I was trying to DJ. So like so I understood. I understood why I'm trying to learn business. I understood why I'm trying to learn crypto. I understood why I'm trying to learn NFTs. Like, a lot of people are just doing what's trendy, not doing what is, like, I don't know, not doing what they do. Like, I knew that if I wanted to start performing my album at different music festivals and different concerts, I need to learn how to DJ to do that. If I want to start selling plants and herbs and all this and make it, a stream of income for me, I have to learn business. If I want to have another stream of income where I sell beats, I have to focus more on making beats instead of making instrumental EDM songs. Like, that's why I've been focusing on learning how to make beats instead of just making songs. What's the difference between a hip hop beat and an EDM song, like, or a dubstep song? Like these are things that I've been learning because these are the things that I need to learn for the things I want to do with my life. I needed to learn crypto, but that's just me and my life. You might not need to learn crypto at all. Like, most of you will never need to learn how to DJ because that's not your life. I had to learn how to DJ because I want that to be part of my life. Like, I think it's just, we need to understand that it's not, there's some things that we do need to give up, so it's not necessarily, you're not a failure if you give up on something. You're a failure if you give up on the thing that you really wanted to do. That's what makes that's what failing is. Like, I learned about, I got into crypto, which then got me to learn about NFTs, which then got me whatever. When NFTs started falling apart, whatever, like, it's like, okay, bye. Like, I'm not emotionally attached to anything I do, like, besides the music, but, like, I'm not emotionally attached to anything, to business, to whatever the fuck. Like, so when people are looking at me, like, I just had a friend the other day, like, how's that NFT, man? You're like, whatever, because I gave him one of my NFTs and I was supposed to whatever the fuck, but, like, I kind of gave up on that for a while because I have some other focuses. But other people will only see your failures. They're not going to see your wins. They, like, the dude's seen that I'm in the best shape of my life, but the first thing he said to me, and I haven't seen him in a while, first thing he said to me is, how are those NFTs doing? Not, holy shit, bro, you're in great shape. Like, people want to point out your failures and your mistakes, but they don't understand that I don't have failures. I don't have those things. I love to make mistakes. I love to try shit and I love for it to not work. Cause, like, what I'm just living, bro. Like I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna do the business, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna try it again because that's something that's in my soul. Music, it's in my soul. These things, certain things that are in my soul, those are the things I'm gonna continue working on. And I'm not a failure because I only quit things that are not in my soul. So, like, I'll try something, and if it doesn't work, whatever, no big deal.